Daniel was a little boy who loved to smile, but nobody seemed to smile back at him. Every morning he woke up hoping that today would be different, hoping that maybe, just maybe, someone would play with him. But at school, the other children were already laughing and running around in groups. Daniel walked slowly to the playground, clutching his small backpack tightly. "Don't play with him," whispered one child to another. Daniel's shoulders slumped. He found a quiet corner and sat down. Oh, Daniel, why are you crying?" a gentle voice seemed to whisper. I don't have any friends," Daniel whispered back, tears running down his cheeks. Every day seemed the same. He walked home quietly, staring at the ground. At home, he would sit by his favorite toy and hug it tightly, whispering, "Why doesn't anyone love me? Why am I always alone?" That night, Daniel knelt by his bed. The moonlight streamed softly through his window. His small hands were clasped together, and his voice trembled slightly. "God, do you see me? Do you love me too? Because nobody else does." A tear rolled down his cheek as he closed his eyes, hoping somehow someone would hear him. The next morning, Daniel woke with the same nervous feeling in his stomach. At school, he tried to join a game of marbles, but a child pushed him away. Daniel's eyes filled with tears again. He wandered to the edge of the playground and noticed a little bird struggling to fly. "Oh, you're trying so hard," Daniel whispered, kneeling beside it. "Don't give up. I'll help you." Slowly, he helped the bird flap its wings. The bird finally took off, soaring into the sky. Daniel smiled faintly, a small warmth growing in his heart. Even when no one sees us, small acts of love matter, he thought. That afternoon, Daniel sat alone again. Suddenly, a soft glow appeared nearby. He blinked, unsure if it was the sunlight or something more. A gentle voice called his name. "Daniel." He looked around and saw a kind man with warm, loving eyes kneeling beside him. "Daniel," the man said, smiling gently, "I have always loved you." Daniel gasped, But I'm nobody. Nobody likes me." "You are special," the man said softly. "You will never be alone. I am always with you." Daniel felt a strange warmth filling his chest. His sadness began to fade. "Oh, but will anyone else?" Daniel asked, unsure. "Love begins in your heart, and it spreads. You will see." Then, as suddenly as he appeared, the man was gone, but the warmth, the love, remained. The next morning at school, Daniel walked in with a new feeling in his chest. The other children noticed something different about him. "Why are you so happy?" one child asked. Daniel smiled softly. "I have a friend who loves me," he whispered. The children hesitated. Slowly, one child said, "Can I play with you?" Then another and another. "Ha ha ha ha!" Daniel laughed with them, a real, joyful laugh that bubbled from deep inside. For the first time, he didn't feel invisible. He didn't feel alone. The sun shone brighter, the playground felt warmer, and Daniel realized something very important. Even when we feel unloved, even when it seems like nobody sees us, there is always love surrounding us, love that we may not always notice. That night, as Daniel lay in bed, he whispered softly, "Thank you for loving me first." And so, Daniel learned that no matter how lonely life may feel, there is always a friend who loves us endlessly, even when the world forgets. Remember, dear children, Jesus loves you too, always. If you believe that, like this video and share it with someone who needs love today. And remember, you are never alone.